0 to 60 can define a performance car, but it's the fastest 60 to 0 that's the aim of Tarok's brakes. From road cars to race cars, circuits, special stages, or the autostrada, nothing reduces speed like Tarok's brakes. Italy gave the world the art of Da Vinci and Michelangelo. Tarok's has given drivers the art of stopping. For more information and to acquire your own masterpiece, visit tarox.co.uk. Yes, it's me, Mark Stone, and this is the Backseat Driver Podcast. It's the fastest, it's the friendliest, and it's for all the family. The Gas Shocks 116 Trophy and 120 Coupe Cup are the fastest growing race series in the UK, taking in 6 one-hour races and 8 sprints at all the top circuits. Visit 116trophy.com to find out more and get yourself behind the wheel. From a pot of tea to TT motorbikes. From a classic English breakfast to a full serving of classic cars. Bridge House Tea Rooms is the Northwest premier classic car meeting location for cars, bikes, tractors and owners clubs. So no matter what your automotive appetite might be, visit Bridge House Farm Tea Rooms on their Facebook page or call John and Alicia on 07980 444 221 for show details and to reserve your own table and parking space. A few weeks ago, I had Ronnie Sandham as a guest. Ronnie's background in rallying is unbelievable. One of the places she was very, very actively involved with was Myerscough College and their motorsport section, and she insisted that I came and interviewed them. So here I am, and I'm joined by Simon Moss, lecturer in Motorsport Technology, and Danny Cowell, who has a far more ornate title, lecturer in Vehicle Technology and Motorsport. Gentlemen, welcome to the Backseat Driver.
Hello.
Welcome to Myerscough.
Yes, thank you very much. I must say, on the approach to this place, it's very well hidden. You can't see it, can you?
We are a very well-kept secret and have been for many, many years, 130 years now.
Tell me about the motorsport part of the college, the motorsport course.
You can start with Danny with the level 3 and level 2.
Yeah, so we offer level 2 City and Guilds in motor vehicle.
Yeah.
And a level 3 City and Guilds in motor vehicle, running alongside a BTEC in advanced manufacturing and engineering.
Yeah.
So the idea is that we have from school leavers, so 16 to 19 years old, they can opt for like a vocational course on the City and Guilds. They learn their craft in motor vehicle, but which they can study at lots of places. But what we do very, very different is we put a huge slant on motorsport, on the motorsport aspect of it. So rather than working just on standard road cars, they'll be working on competition cars.
Yeah.
And we'll go through that sort of technology of a competition car as well as the basic road.
So in a roundabout way, no disrespect to it, it's learning how to become a mechanic, but at a far more in-depth and intense level, because the cars they're working on aren't designed to go from home to shopping, home to school. They're designed to go out and race or rally.
Yeah, it's trying to get them that hopefully job in the future of working in the world of motorsport.
Yeah.
So by giving them the tools and resources that we have here, we can prepare them for the working in the world of motorsport, which is completely different to what anyone else does.
I was going to say, do you also tell them that working in motorsport, they'll be all over the world, the hours will be incredible, they'll probably never see their family, you'll end up spanning on a car at 3:30 in the morning trying to make it work and everything else. Do they appreciate what motorsport involves when they come here?
Certainly, because we push to make sure they are involved even at the level that they come in from school. Yeah. So for example, we've just been away to do the Manx National Rally.
Yeah.
In a car that was built, prepared, and maintained by students.
Yeah.
So
I conclude this also puts quite a lot of pressure on them when they get told not only will you be learning your skills, but the cars that you'll be working on will go out and they will compete, and it will reflect back on you guys.
100%. And the backshot of it is that we are introducing them to potentially, 130 plus prospective employers that are watching what they're doing.
Yeah.
So we'd love to be able to open the doors and push them in, but it's the initial.
Yeah.
This is what it's like in this industry.
Yeah.
It's hard work. It's a lot of hours. It's a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
We're going to try and prepare you for that, and that is, we've had some really great success over the years.
I mean, walking around the workshops, Simon showed me around, then you showed me around. There's quite a interesting and an eclectic selection of rally cars and racing cars, isn't there? Quite a few. There's the Triumph 2000 that's got a phenomenal history on it. There's your little Talbot Samba, because you're quite fond of those, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Subarus, Nissan Micras, now, even by Simon's admission, an obsolete Formula Ford. That, it's like we were saying, though it can't compete in anything, would make an excellent track day card.
It is still eligible for the Formula Ford Championship. It just probably wouldn't be competitive. But we're getting students to the level where they can step into work in the industry that's really important. It's our USP.
Yeah.
And giving them experience while they're here means that they are eminently more employable than somebody who has learnt just from a book or learnt just on automotive. Because the other thing that we are very, very good at is we do. So Danny competes, I compete, Polly Bart competes. In fact, if this were TV, we'd turn the camera and look out the window at two of our colleagues who are going to Cadwell Park competing this weekend.
Yeah.
We all compete. All of the lecturers are actively involved in motorsport.
Yeah.
So that rubs off, but it also means that we bring a huge amount of experience, our own experience, to help guide the students.
So it's practical experience, not theoretical experience in that. You turn your practical knowledge into theory, but you know, one better term to use the old phrase, you know what you're talking about because you've done it.
I think if we totted up our joint experience across the department, we'd be into hundreds of years of experience in motorsport. But it means that the students they get a real experience, and even those students who, for whatever reason, can't or don't go on events, we're still relevant. We're still up to date with our knowledge of motorsport events. So the first event that I've been on as a racing driver was this weekend, and that will feed into my teaching next year. Something that I've never experienced before.
Yeah.
And it adds to the depth of knowledge that the students are party to.
Because you become one of the rambly boys, because there's always been this thing between rally drivers and racing drivers where you talk to racing drivers just go around in circles all the time. But you now have one car in my friend Mark's Gas Shocks 116 trophy. Mr. Bater's brought on a phenomenal race series and you guys have got involved. How did this come about? Why? Because between you and Danny, it's quite obvious the direction has been rallying, but all of a sudden you've gone circuit. Has Danny got over it?
No, as soon as we came back, I said, Danny, get a race license. We're going to go racing. The money is in circuit. And whilst if you cut both of us, most of the people in our department, cut them in half, and it would...
Well, Rock says Blackpool, cut your arm off. He says killed it.
It says rally. Says rally. But we have to instill in the students that most of the money and the big money is in circuit. It just is. So we offer the levels 2 and 3 courses for the 16 to 19-year-olds. We also offer a foundation degree and a top-up degree to the 18-plus students. They said to us last year, the first-year students said, you do a lot of rally stuff, why don't we go racing?
Yeah.
And we said, It's a good point. We don't really get
Just
that.
putting in, did you find that because you were very rally orientated, did it put any students off?
I wouldn't say it put them off, but I think they would prefer to be working on race cars. They would prefer to be at race events.
Yeah.
I think most of them realise that experience in the sport is experience in the sport.
Yeah.
The little tweaks, the little differences they can adapt to.
Racing is like more in the spotlight.
Yeah.
It's easier to access on terrestrial TV, Formula 1, BTCC, the likes of that. Rallying, we are seeing it come back with the BRC this year, being televised. So because that's at the forefront of what they're seeing, the racing, then we've been involved in Formula Ford for quite a number of years.
Yeah.
Those contracts have sort of came to an end with COVID.
Yeah.
So we've been just looking for that avenue to get back in for ourselves.
Right.
And doing the BMW 116 trophy, that's fitting in with us really well.
Yeah.
We put a capital bid in over summer to buy 2 donor cars and 2 kits to build 2 cars.
Yeah.
With a view to hiring them out. So the second year foundation degree students who asked last year, they got.
Yeah.
They've done a fantastic job. They've built us a car, and because we don't want to hire the car out not knowing the series, not knowing about racing, my colleague and Bart and I both got our race licenses, and we've gone and raced them, and we'll do 2, maybe 3 events, and then we're looking for customers. Next year, the second years, we'll build a second car, we'll have a 2-car team, hopefully. But the experience that we've gained, as I said before, it will make a huge difference to their learning. Yeah. And when the first years come in September, we have a decent number of first years applied this September. Yeah. They'll have our experience to share. Right. And we've done a good job. We've been doing this since 1997. Yeah. We were the first educational establishment outside St David's, Cardiff, to deliver motorsport at all. Yeah. We were the first to deliver motorsport at further education level. And we've got alumni working at the very, very top level. So, for example, he's in his 40s now. Peter Croller is the day-to-day team manager of Haas F1. Right. Studied at Myerscough. Yeah. More recently, Emmy Jones is now working for Red Bull Racing on
the Heritage Programme and Verstappen's car.
Yeah. Right. And we have a student who did the management degree who is now the team coordinator for McLaren's Formula E team. Yeah. And that was within 2-3 years of leaving University Centre Myerscough. Yeah. So we know we're doing the right thing.
Well, we've got Will Durdle, who was part of the latest record for the Formula 1 pit stop. Right. So 1.8 seconds, I think it was. Ex-student there on a wheel. Yeah. So to us, that's like job done. Yeah. They're at the pinnacle.
I mean, when they actually, before we come back to the racing, etc., when these guys go out there, your students go out there, do they find these jobs themselves, or do you guys help them find these jobs? Or is there a grapevine that tells you, this is coming up, and you think, well, A or B could be suitable for that?
Both.
Yeah, a bit of both. Yeah, so we have links with industry. Yeah, so we'll approach those links in industry and say, what are you looking for? So they're giving us the remit of, and we're trying to tailor make the course to help with that. But Simon,
we've got a really good programme with M Sport. So M Sport Ford World Rally team based in Cockermouth. And for the degree programme, we've put working with M Sport. We've got an academy working with them. Yeah. So in September, October, they take a number of students, whoever applies, and they go through a number of different trials at M Sport. Right. They will take on a number of students who will work for M Sport and be paid. All right. In those
one thing as well, isn't it?
So Christmas, Easter, over summer. And that's a 3-year rolling programme for the degree students. So the first year they work in, I think, 8 departments. The second year they can drop the 3 that they least like. They go to 5 departments, and in the third year they drop and they go to 3 departments. And one of the students he was a further education student. He comes from a motorsport family, but Connor Sisson did level 2, level 3, 3 years of the degree, and he's working for M Sport now.
Right.
Started 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He went to Monte Carlo with M Sport on their test team while he was still a student with us. So we've got a program. I think there's 3 third years, 3 second years, and there'll be 3 first years that are part of that program.
Well, this is a regular thing with M Sport and Malcolm Wilson.
It has become a regular thing over the last 3 years, yes, and it's now. If you go on their website, they have a section for the Myerscough University Centre Myerscough Academy.
Does Malcolm ever come down here at all, or anybody from M Sport?
Malcolm is actually one of our honorary fellows.
Oh, right.
He was him, Dave Richards, Lena Gade,
John McGuinness.
Yes, are honorary fellows of the college.
And they do come down here from time to time.
We see John from time to time.
Yeah.
We see John. We've not seen Lena since she had the honorary fellowship, but certainly Dave Richards, because of what he does with Motorsport UK, I've bumped into him. We had an injection of government money a couple of years ago, which was a skills accelerator, and we bought a number of electric vehicles. So we have an electric, there's a picture of it behind you, an electric Corsa rally car.
Yeah.
And we worked, it's a lot of work with Rally Ceredigion to get an electric car to do just running a car 50, not a special, no special treatment. And we knew we couldn't do all the stages, but we worked really hard with them, and it helped Rally Ceredigion get its European FIA credential, green credential.
Because they're hoping that event will become like a WRC event, don't they?
It's ERC is already.
Yeah. European Rally Championship this time.
Yeah.
And I think that is what their aim is.
Yeah.
So we were fortunate that we were invited to go to Silverstone as guests of Motorsport UK, and chatted with Dave Richards and Hugh Chambers and the guy that I've been dealing with, the technical director, who we'd worked on to try and get the car through the scrutineering element of it and the passport side of it. So we are still in touch with some of our
college
fellows. Thank you.
I mean, because of your work with M Sport or Ford, do you find that you can still work with maybe some of the other manufacturers or the teams? Because these days, the top end of rallying, there's not a lot of teams. But if you come down the ranks in rallying, it opens up a lot more. But regrettably, it doesn't get the coverage that the top end WRC cars get. Are you still able to work with these guys? Yeah,
we can do. Yeah, we don't want to put any barriers in the way. But one of the things that we do need to remember is UK-based World Rally teams.
Yeah,
we've got one.
Yeah,
essentially, but we know a lot of the teams have people from the UK working for them. We all know people within the industry, so we'll try to contact them and make build those bridges. But one of the things, because we do get out on events, and people are noticing our students and how they're preparing cars, looking after cars, and everything else. If we can get them into even smaller teams or different avenues, so we've got people that work in BTCC.
Yeah,
so that's another avenue.
Because I mean, like when BTCC, everybody says, "Oh, they're works cars." Actually, invariably, they're not works cars. Yeah. They appear to be, and they have work support from the works. Mm-hmm. So it's the privateers will be extremely important to you as well.
Yeah, they're getting bigger and bigger, aren't they? The privateers. I mean. There seems to be a thing, the R5 Fiesta, so Rally 2 cars. I mean, they're like popping up now like they are 20 grand cars. Yeah. There's loads and loads of them. They all need looking after, building, preparing and maintaining by people. Why can't that be our students?
Well, your student, yeah.
We're fortunate that we host the Northwest Stages Rally, which was the first round of the British Rally Championship.
So, and of course, it was the first, I think, in like the first closed road for a long while.
It was the since the deregulation, it was a second. Clacton Tendring beat them to it.
Yeah.
And in 2019, they needed a new base because the event had been really successful, and we'd been involved in it as a college a number of years. I think we ran 7 cars in 2017.
Yeah.
But the event approached the college and said, would you host the event? So Raleigh HQ scrutineering the service area, because the closed roads that they use are around the hills.
So they use here as the base.
This is the base for the Northwest Stages Rally.
Yeah.
So 2019 was the first year, really successful. I think we had 2 or 3 cars out that were college cars. COVID kicked in, so we missed 20 and 21. 22, sadly, Dave Reed passed away in the lead up to the event, so everybody picked up the slack, and the event was really successful. And we ran, I think, 4 cars this year. We had students involved in running 7 cars again, including 2 of our own, and the degree students, the second year degree students, they manage the award ceremony. It's part of their event management module. Yeah. So they design it and deliver it and review it afterwards.
So in many ways, you taught them how to host a full rally.
It's so rewarding.
You end up being a small cog, but without it, and without the students doing what the event, would struggle.
Did it come as a shock to them exactly what goes into putting on a rally?
It comes a shock to even me and Simon, if we're seasoned at it. Simon did a massive amount of work for Northwest Stages and promoting it, and through Myerscough and Garstang Centre.
Yeah,
that
is the man responsible, really.
Right. We have a ceremonial start for the event. That was would your students be involved? Would your students like to be involved in the ceremonial start as well as the award ceremony? Back in 2019, I asked them. There were 7 second-year management students, and they said, we'd like to be involved, but we don't want to be assessed on it. And I said, okay, that's fine. So the assessed element was still the award.
Even though they would know they would be being closely watched.
They were closely watched. They did such a good job that the event gave me a chunk of cash to take them out for a meal afterwards. It worked really well.
Yeah.
And for the 3 years that we've hosted it, whilst the ceremonial start falls predominantly on me to organise, it's without the students I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, as Danny said, we are only a small cog because the amount of organisation behind any motorsport event, race or rally, is just immense. It's huge.
Yeah.
The behind the scenes thing, particularly closed roads. But again, that's another really good thing, because we host it, because we're involved in it. We are learning. So all the time we're learning new things. We're learning things that we didn't know before that we can then impart to the students.
Yeah. I think the other thing is, especially Danny, I think you rally a bit more than Simon, don't you?
Yeah, just a bit, yeah. I think like last year did the ANWCC Road Rally Championship and a few stage events. So I think the ANWCC I did 16 events plus 3 stage rallies.
Yeah.
So it was a really busy year last year, really busy. And
I conclude the students, because the students help you look after your cars, don't they?
So obviously we want to give them that hands-on experience, what it's like looking after cars in real life terms, not just in our workshop. So
because they'll have to do, the rallying you do is very much like what you call old school rally, isn't it? You go and do a couple of stages or whatever and come flying back in, maybe under a gazebo and under an umbrella. Mm-hmm. Right, lads, that wants doing. By the way, you will be led in a load of mud. But how do they react to this when they suddenly discover all stroll on this?
I always explain to him that most of the winning, if you will, is done in the workshop.
Yeah.
So the preparation beforehand is key.
Yeah.
If you prepare a good car, you can potentially go out and do well. Don't get me wrong, I have moments where I knock stuff off the car, or it does.
Well, I said, did they ever criticise you? We've done all this from and look, he's gone out and booked it.
It's when they come back mucky, because we present them really clean and pristine to scrutineering. It comes back after 2 stages and it's mucky, they're like, oh, you've got it dirty, you know. But yeah, we like to keep them busy, and because in the stage events we've been running like an historic spec car, they take a little bit more looking after in some ways, a bit more TLC, so they're getting a good spread of things that may go wrong, you know. Little fueling issues or little misfire, just little things that these older cars do present to you. And you know, we don't just do older cars, but we have seen there's a huge gap, well, not a gap, but there's a huge section of the market. Historic rallying is getting bigger and bigger.
I was just going to say historic is growing and growing and growing,
and the money involved in it. You know, I mean, the RAC rally, for example, you know, one of the biggest events on the calendar in the UK. We usually go and look after 2 vehicles on that. So we take students away for 5 days looking after 2 cars on that event.
I mean, just looking at it, you've got round this quite nicely. It's called the Roger Albert Claw Rally. So, but of course, what's Roger Albert Claw? Its initials, the RAC. So, in a slightly round the houses way, the RAC's made its return. And from what I saw, what I read, and following and everything else, I mean, the following of it and the enthusiasm for it was, I think it put some of the WRC events to shame.
Well, you know how you were saying how, you know, at the end of a long day, the students, we've been driving all around the country from Wales up to Scotland. It's been a long day. That car comes into service, absolutely filthy, bits hanging off it. They are buzzing.
Right.
They want to get stuck in. All of a sudden, all those feelings of being tired and worn out, they go. Full attack, full enthusiasm for what they're doing. And that is what we're trying to instill in them, because in industry, that essentially is what it's like.
The students have been successful. So Danny and I went to the Mull Rally in October. Danny competing, and I was there helping look after the students who were looking after the car. And the 4 students that were looking after Danny's Samba came away with a team award. Which was really a fantastic testament to the
You've got to remember, these are 16 and 17-year-old, 18-year-old young people who are in a world full of adults with lots of experience. And they're
not being fun in the wonderful world of rallying and things like that. Us old adults at times don't hold back with what we might say to them, because I conclude you also teach them, don't be delicate, don't you will get things said to you in the heat of the moment, don't take offence at all this.
They know, you know, industry can be tough. They are fully aware of that, but the experience that they're getting, I mean, imagine you going back to being in school, 16, 17 years old, and being offered a course that is like that. You know,
it's one of the things that when we have parents come round with their kids, and quite often dads will say, I wish there was a course like that because I was there. The thing is, there probably was back in, you know, we've been doing it since '97, so there probably was. Because some of the parents are in the 40s now, and the late 30s, early 40s. So there probably was.
Well, back in my day, it were if you knew a mate who were a mechanic, do you fancy having a free day out at Alton Park? Why? Well, go bring your toolbox. One thing has to be asked: how many girls do you get on this? I know it's probably politically incorrect now because there's no such thing as men and women, apparently.
We do have a really good sort of spread of male and female students. We currently have 7 on the level 2. So it's increasing every year. So which is really good. And let me tell you something, they usually do the best.
I was just going to say, is there a competitive element for girls to do a better job than lads?
Let's face it, they can multitask a little bit better than us.
But
as well, the organisational side, you know, they phenomenal. The work that they produce is always really well presented and really good.
Of the 23 applicants for this September's degree programme, 10 are female.
Well done.
So the balance is shifting, which is really good, and They graft as hard.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? If they've been taught, if they've all been taught the same, they've all had the same experience, and that's something that we do try to offer the same experience to everybody. Not all the students take the opportunities that are given to them.
Yeah.
It's a percentage game. We know that, and not all of them will work in the industry. We know that as well.
Yeah.
But that's the same with Myerscough. We offer courses in animal studies and equine studies and golf and football and rugby.
Yeah.
And not all of the people that study on those vocational qualifications will go and work in the industry
Yeah.
that they've studied. Because at the end of it, if you've got a level 3 qualification, it means that you can study to that level. If you've got a degree, it means that you can study to that level.
Yeah.
What you specialise in afterwards is up to you. And we do find that the ones that are passionate and the ones that volunteer for the after-hours clubs that we run, those are the ones that go and work in the industry at the top level.
I mean, one of the interesting things is, to just return to the historics, your students, like 16, 17, 18, 19, all of a sudden being presented with cars that you can't plug a laptop into. Laptops haven't been invented when some of your, like the old Triumph 2000, etc. How do you find they react to it? Do they enjoy working on old cars where you need a spanner and you need to know what you're doing to make it work rather than rely on your latest MacBook to tell you?
Yeah. Well, they study, for example, from points and condensers and carburetors right up to modern mapping fuel injection systems. So they get taught the fundamentals of it. And sometimes the older cars at first, they're a little bit of a harder sell. Until they're actually there working on them, seeing the others. When they've seen that and got a taste of that, that then becomes their little thing. Because
I conclude, like the heady whiff of petrol and a screwdriver and a Weber or an SU carb, if you gently turn that screwdriver, you can suddenly hear the engine.
They were stripping Weber carbs down in the service area on the Isle of Man. That, they were doing that.
And enjoying themselves doing it.
Oh, yeah.
It's something that we have been asked about before, why we still have a rig with an old A-Series engine on it. Because the rig with the A-Series engine, you can see and hear, as you just pointed out, the changes that your modifications to the ignition
like turning an entire dizzy and listening to it all alter.
Which, with a computer screen, it's more difficult to understand what's going on and why it happens. And I think those basic skills are okay. If you go work in a main dealer these days, you plug a laptop in. And if the laptop says no, then there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, I'll be quite honest. I mean, it's one of those things, the garage that I used to look after my cars, I'll give them a plug, Specialised Automotive Services. They're having difficulty finding a mechanic. They can find numerous fitters who'll come complete with his Hewlett Packard under his arm. It's getting somebody who can work on what you might call a proper car with a proper engine. They are, shall we say, they're becoming an increasingly hard-to-find asset. They're a dying species.
Diagnosis is a key thing, isn't it? Having a fault and diagnosing it and understanding what might be causing that. I think that's a really critical.
We've had students that I know, they've come away from our time here, knowing more about diagnosing.
Hidden away in the heart of the Ribble Valley, Specialised Automotive Services offer unrivalled levels of talent for all types of vehicles. All makes and models, old and new, are cared for with the exact same levels of detail. From accident repairs, paintwork, or even full bespoke bare metal resprays. Mechanical rebuilds to full replacement or modifications of defunct electrical systems. Specialised Automotive Services offer traditional engineering and mechanical skills along with the company's constantly updated digital systems and diagnostics. Each SAS technician embodies the SAS ethos of ensuring everything is in order and exactly as it should be. To arrange a guided tour of the workshops and the new vehicle finishing and detailing bay, call Dean on 01282 776 081 or visit sas-autos.co.uk.
Electrical faults
Yeah.
on modern engines than someone that's maybe been in the trade for 30 years that's a little bit scared of it.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing them through from the old technology that those people have been in the trade 30 plus years,
Yeah.
right through to the modern stuff,
Yeah.
with the latest technology to help them diagnose it,
Yeah.
and the ways and means.
Yeah.
So
As a forward moving on from that, this weekend, Bart and I were with one of our students who was recording the data, and we were looking at our data traces from the laps that we'd done from the best laps for where the best point to brake was, and brake pressure and steering angle sensor, and things that are new to me because I teach on the management side, not the technical side. But we've got a student basically teaching us how to drive a race car based on the data that's been.
I mean, that's something I was never used to. Like just get in it and drive it. And I dare say Simon's the same and Danny's the same. Get behind the wheel and drive the thing. Now you look at the young drivers and they're being taught, like you said, where to brake, how hard to brake, when to turn in, or anything. It's all very good. I'd never remember that. It took me long enough to remember some at circuits.
it's a hugely disciplined area, isn't it? Being a driver at top level in modern times, it is a very disciplined thing.
Yeah.
We've got students that are competing top level, and it's great to have them there because they are feeding back to us at sometimes a level that we don't.
So basically, though you don't like to admit it, you are learning off them.
Every day is a school day.
Every day is a school day, yeah.
No matter how old you are, every day is a school day.
Yeah. What's next for Myerscough Motorsport?
Crikey. T-levels, the technical levels that the government's been pushing, we're hope to welcome those this September. But I think more of the same.
Yeah.
We're different. We are different. And we've attracted, there were 180 students on the application list for this September for level 2 and 3 courses. We're doing something right. We keep doing the same thing.
Simon Moss and Danny Cowell, it's been a pleasure chatting to you here at Myerscough College, and it's nice to see what's going on. And we have young people keen to learn across what you might call the technical board, both the latest technology, but how, I suppose I'm a dinosaur, our proper car still works. But gentlemen, it's been a pleasure chatting. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rarely beaten on price, never beaten on service. Whether it's cars, bikes or commercials, Hodder Tyres are the best in the business. And when it comes to tyre expertise and advice to supplying the correct tyres for your vehicle's specific requirements, nobody comes close to David Lakin and the Hodder Tyres team. So give them a call on 01200 613 192 or visit the website at hoddertyres.co.uk.